Oh my beautiful little beavers, how I've missed you. There's been a few updates to Timberborn since the last time that we've played, and there's a whole lot of new stuff for us to play around with, including some new maps. So it's time to do this all over again and create these furry little morons a thriving civilization. The key to these beaver survival is to ensure that they have plenty of food, wood, and something else. Oh yeah, water. Plenty of water. We'll try not to have too many dehydrated beavers this time. In fact, we will sort their water right from the get-go, so that's a water pump placed down for them, and we will need to store that water within a barrel. As for the food, well, we have plenty of berries to the side, so we'll put down a flag and they will go gather those. Pretty much the same then for the wood and the flag, just to go grab those. We don't have too much space on this first initial island, so I think we will maybe try expand further out sooner than later, which means we will need bridges, which I think means we need some science to get those. We need 100 science points in order to unlock a platform, which will then act as a bridge for us just across the water. Okay, let's get down a science station then, as well as some houses here as well, just to ensure that we keep our population nice and high. Right chaps, we've got quite a lot to do here from the beginning, and that's good. I can already see some of them starting to gather wood. That's the first night already. These days really do not last long, but we've placed down a farm with some carrots, I think, that are being grown. Yep, maybe made a bit of a mistake there, but we also have a pathway which will lead us over to our first island for us to expand over to. So we really just need a lot of wood here at the moment. Maybe let's put down a large stockpile for wood then. Although that is quite a lot of buildings for them to make from the beginning. Well, let's maybe put a priority then on the water pump. Which, that is it now up, and I think we might even have a worker in it. Yes, we do. So once we get the small water tank up and running, that's at least the first initial parts of water for us. I think food might need some storage as well, actually. We will put in a medium warehouse just there as well. Yet another building that we're going to need a lot of wood for. Let's get down some more gatherer flags then, and maybe even start taking some of the wood from up top. And that is the water pump, the small tank, sorry, just been created, and we need to assign it water then. So they will eventually start taking water out from the pump and putting it inside it. And just in good time there as well, because all of our beavers are suddenly thirsty, but we've got them covered there. Then it's night time once again, and so far we haven't gotten too much done around the place. But I'm sure that's all going to change here in the morning, because that's the inventor's hut now up. So we'll get a little more on inside of it, and that is us now starting to produce some science. We will get their housing up next, and then maybe the farm. And actually, for day 3, we are making not too bad progress. Maybe I've been a bit too harsh on them. Although the berry supply isn't going to last forever, so yes, we do need the farm up a lot sooner than later. There's one of the houses up at least. Well, let's expand over then to this second island. So we'll put down some dam blocks, which should keep the water, depending on which way it's flowing, should keep the water beside us. The water is originating from here and flowing its way down towards the colony in this direction. So yeah, maybe a dam would help there. This is the main problem though. We'll eventually maybe need to dam over this bit and this bit there as well, just to ensure that it is going to remain here. And this little section here too. But that is the farm now up here as well, although we don't have any workers in it yet. Now we do though, so there's carrots going to be grown for us. That is food, wood, water and even science now being produced here, as well as some shelter. So eventually we'll get some storage up here and then we'll just start spending some of our science. In fact, we are fast approaching 60 science points, which means that we can now go and unlock the Forester build. And I've tucked that building just in there, but that now means that we can start planting some trees back, which I will just repopulate this entire area then with some lovely pine trees. And if we could get this area here hydrated, then I will just place down some more on top. Okay, so eventually we'll get our wood repopulated here as well. Things are going smoothly so far. Although we will need some logs for the Forester build, which does mean that we will need to start generating those, which we will need to do in the morning, but there's a lumber mill and we'll need some power for it. Maybe we should use some water wheel power instead then. That's going to be free of labour at least, until the first drought occurs of course. Let's get the both of these then set up. 50 logs for the water wheel though. Rather expensive, but it will be worth it down the line. I see that the farmer beavers aren't really doing too much at the moment, waiting on their crops growing, so I think we'll keep them busy and plant down some sunflowers, I think. Yes, those look like some sunflowers to me. Well, that's just another easy food source at least, until we can start growing some berries, which we will also do just down here. Berries, sunflowers and carrots. Everything that a beaver could possibly want. We're on day 7 and that's a water wheel just been built for us, so now we need the lumber mill constructed, of which they're already bringing resources over for. So a few more logs over into that, and that is us going to start being able to produce some planks, which we might not be able to do because I think I haven't placed this water wheel in a good location. I assumed the water was going down this way, but maybe it's not enough to move that. Or it might just simply be because the water isn't deep enough here to turn the wheel. Excellent, so that was 50 logs well spent. We will just put in some manual power instead, at least that way we will get some planks made, until we can better control the water here at least. I think what we're going to do actually is just preemptively dam off this area here to stop the water flowing downwards, but it's a bit of a distance away from our settlement at the moment, so let's spend some science points to unlock some stairs. Then I'm going to put them down into the water, get some path around it. And once we do start producing some planks, we can then make those wooden stairs, which I then hope our beavers will traverse over to build these dams here. And that's going to be one problem solved, hopefully. We really just need the water moving in one direction here, not multiple directions, so this too will be yet another problem to solve, which again, some carefully placed dams should solve for us, but we're a little while away before we can get to those. For now though, we really just need to concentrate on getting the power wheel up to actually power the lumber mill, because we need planks for the Forester build, seeing as we are starting to slowly deplete the tree population around. So that's it, my little idiots. You keep beavering away and get up that power wheel for us. And at least we are now starting to generate planks. So just another 7 to go, and that's then going to be the Forester up. And actually, that's it up already. Holy crap, that was quick. So that's our little Forester beaver then out replanting the trees here for us, which in a few days time they will sprout into some big trees. That's our wood then sorted. Just in time for the inevitable tick of the drought incoming. So we'll need to prepare for the drought now. Let's get up a second water pump alongside some more small tanks to store the water, and maybe some more storage here as well for some more food. We do have quite a lot of logs within our storage at the moment, but I don't think we have enough builder beavers. In fact, I just don't think we have enough beavers, full stop. You aren't busy at the moment, so let's fire you from this. We also have enough planks to keep us going over the drought at the moment, so that's freed up a few more beavers. And yes, we need a lot more things constructed, such as these dams. They finished the dams there pretty quickly for us. I'm not sure how this will affect the water on this side. Probably won't do a damn thing now that I think about it. But let's maybe make a priority then on getting these ones up, just in hopes that it's going to keep any water around here long enough to survive the drought. I see the water moving here pretty fast actually. I think this is the problem area. I'm going to spend some of our science points to unlock a levee, then put that under there with a dam on top of it. Our beavers will need to reach that at some point. Maybe I should be using platforms here, but until I unlock them, I'm just going to go ahead with some more dams. Unfortunately, we're not going to get these dams completed by the time the first drought comes around, but maybe by the second one. Anything at all here really just to try keep the water in this area. I see beavers in the water actually. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're taking logs over to those ones there. Well, fair enough chaps. We are not going to get those completed by the drought, but you've done a good job with it. That is the drought now started, and we've reached a higher welfare. So, yep, I just seen all of the water stop coming down here. Right, let's see how bad this is going to get. The drought has immediately affected the area just underneath of us because it's stopped flowing here. Do I then really want to dam off that? No, I'm unsure. Well, maybe I had no choice really. That's the water now starting to recede from this area here too. Good, we might be a bit screwed. Although the drought does only last for 2 days this cycle, so I think we might be okay. The crops, maybe not so much. Well, we really don't have too much to do, nor can we really do during the drought, so I'm very happy just letting our little chaps continue the small dam here, and once the water returns we will see how it's going to affect this area in particular. I'm still hoping to get a nice flow down eventually here to power on our water wheel, but I've probably cocked us up too much here already, so we'll just need to wait and see. If we do manage to expand over onto this island here, let's get down some more water pumps, seeing as the water seems to be rather deep and keeping during the drought. They will go over and make a start on that just after they finish off the last dam piece here, which I'm sure they'll get to during this new cycle. That's the drought ended, and there's the dam piece up. So I will be very interested to see how the water is going to interact with the dam there. Here it comes down and it should stop there, maybe build up a little bit. I think that I have no idea what that's going to do. Our beavers are all thirsty at the moment because we don't have water coming down here. Let's destroy this then actually, just to get... Oh, I've trapped that beaver. To get the water flowing down here a bit quicker. I really have not done this very well at all, have I? But we are pumping water at the moment, and our beavers, apart from this one over there, should start to be able to come over and get a drink. I am going to very quickly unlock a platform and place that there. Maybe a platform would have been a lot better than the dams, but we didn't have the science for it. We now do, and let's get this put on highest priority, just in the hopes of maybe saving this stupid stranded beaver there. which I think he has just gotten lucky there. Yup. Oh, but I do see the water wheel now starting to turn. Excellent. So maybe damming that over in the corner has affected this here? Or was it because I had this dammed off to begin with and not allowing a flow? That may also have been the case. I'm very, very stupid with this sort of stuff. But whatever the case, we have survived the first drought with 0 casualties. Beavers are still thirsty, but they can just wait until morning to get a drink. Speaking of drink, I really would like to get the land around here a bit more hydrated. We do have these levees. Let me set something up there. And if we collect 250 science points, we could then unlock the water dump, which we could place over this hole in the middle here. And that should hopefully then hydrate a lot of land around. We are halfway there with our science points at the moment, so we'll just let them continue on with that. And our beavers continue on with my pointless dam venture. We have also expanded over onto this new island here, which we will create some paths over and get some more housing placed down. And there is some easy wood over here for us as well, which we will get to chopping at some point. I think at the moment we are just at a lack of beavers in the colony, so hopefully some new houses here will boost up that population. And guys, we really should not be thirsty here. And what's up with you, little chap? I'm not sure what that icon means. You have some broken teeth. Oh, that's because he's a lumberjack beaver. That's a well-being thing, I think. A teeth grindstone will need. Don't you worry, little chap. I certainly have your well-being in mind here. A few days have now passed, but that has now got the science points required for the water dump, which we are going to unlock and then just place over on this hole here. This build will require some logs alongside some planks to make, and I think the levees will require some logs here too. So let's get the lumber mill back up and working, just in time for the water wheel to stop working. Great. So we will need to manually power this again. Fantastic. But the beaver there has just finished the water dump then for us. Now if we could get the levee set up here too, and a spare beaver idiot to work in it, then that hopefully should start to hydrate all of the land around. We don't need planks anymore, so let's pause both of those and you guys get back to whatever you can. And one of the beavers have picked up the water dump. I mean, grand, that has certainly helped things here with the hydration, but the whole point is we're supposed to kind of contain the water, so yeah. Let's pause that for the moment. I really appreciate that, but this is completely wasteful. Although it does now mean that we can start planting some other trees, such as oak. Let's get a lot of oak being grown. That is a lot more like it then. With the levees now set up, we will not spill over any water, and this will keep the land hydrated for a lot longer here. We are making some small strides here. We've managed to get most of their basic needs now met here, and just expanding over onto these new islands for some more space will definitely help us. But yeah, so far so good, so let's end it here just before I do something stupid.